What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are once again on NHL 20 and we'll be doing another career simulation. Today we'll be doing it on one of the top rookies from this NHL season, Dominik Kubalik of the Chicago Blackhawks. Although he is a rookie, Dominik Kubalik is already 24 years old and was drafted all the way back in 2013 by the LA Kings. Prior to this season, Kubalik spent his career playing overseas and has put up some solid numbers. His rookie year in the NHL up until the break was also very respectable and saw him score 30 goals and 16 assists for 46 points in 68 games. So today we're going to be taking control of a different team and having it so that the CPU controls all the trades and signings, so basically it's going to be totally computer automated. Then we're going to simulate year by year and check in on Kubalik's stats as well as if he wins any awards. Now with all this being said, let's see how Kubalik is looking heading into year number 1 of this simulation. So heading into the first year of this simulation, Dominik Kubalik is starting on the second line at left wing for the Hawks, playing alongside Jonathan Toews and Alex Nylander. Kubalik is 81 overall, his role is a third line scoring forward, and he has high top 6 potential. He originally was listed at medium top 6, but I decided to give him a little bit of a boost due to how he was playing this year in real life prior to the pause. Although I bumped his potential, I did not touch any of his stats, and his stats to start off are 88 shot power, 87 strength, 86 offensive awareness, not bad at all, and now let's see if there's enough for him to take home the Calder and maybe bring Chicago back to the Stanley Cup playoffs. So in year number 1, the Chicago Blackhawks finished 17th in the NHL and made the playoffs for the first time since 2017. The playoffs weren't anything too special though, and they were eliminated in the first round in 6 games by the St. Louis Blues. So in his rookie season on NHL 20, he does not live up to his real life one, and in 78 games we see Dominik Kubalik score 21 goals and 17 assists for 38 regular season points. Although the playoff run for the Hawks was short-lived, Kubalik did show up a little bit in the postseason and scored a goal and 2 assists for 3 points in 5 games. Kubalik remains at 81 overall, and Sam Steele ends up taking home the Calder for being the rookie of the year. Also, Kubalik's entry-level contract did end this year, and in the offseason we see him re-sign with the Chicago Blackhawks on a 3-year extension with $4.5 million per year. Year number 2 is a frustrating one for the Chicago Blackhawks as they finished 17th in the league once again, but missed out on the playoffs this time by just 1 point. It sucks they didn't make it, but Dominik Kubalik did put up a pretty solid season for the Hawks as he scored 22 goals and 28 assists for 50 points in a full 82-game regular season. Clear improvement from the first year, and with that we see him jump to an 84 overall. The Chicago Blackhawks, after missing the playoffs by just 1 point the year prior, in the following season came back and finished 4th in the league, won the Central Division, and made the playoffs. In the playoffs, they knocked off the Arizona Coyotes in the first round, but fell in the second round to the eventual Stanley Cup champions, the Colorado Avalanche, in 6 games. Dominik Kubalik's regular season saw him have an almost identical season to the year prior as he scored 25 goals and 26 assists for 51 points in the regular season. In the playoffs, once again he was solid and scored 4 goals and 4 assists for 8 playoff points in 12 playoff games. Kubalik increases in overall once again and is now up to an 85. Year 4 has the Blackhawks falling off a bit in the standings and an awful playoffs to go along with it. The Hawks finished 12th in the league and in the playoffs were swept in the first round by the Calgary Flames. Dominik Kubalik played 78 games in the regular season and scored 27 goals and 25 assists for 52 points, and in the playoffs scored 4 goals in 4 games. Again, a decent year for Kubalik, and he stays put at 85 overall. Also, once again, his contract expired this year, and in the offseason he did decide to move on from Chicago and sign with the San Jose Sharks on a 6-year deal worth $4.9 million per year. In their first year with Dominik Kubalik, the San Jose Sharks have a huge regular season that sees them finish 5th in the entire NHL. Sadly, the Sharks could not get out of the first round in the playoffs, and they fell to the Calgary Flames in 6 games. Second year in a row now, Kubalik loses to Calgary. Speaking of Kubalik, his first season with the San Jose Sharks saw him score 15 goals and 43 assists for 58 points, and it's safe to say the 50 to 60 point mark is probably going to be his average point range. In the 6 playoff games he played in, he scored a goal and 2 assists for 3 points in 6 playoff games, and with all this he stays put at 85 overall. After finishing 5th the year before, the San Jose Sharks fall to 19th in the league and clearly miss out on the playoffs. Although San Jose had a poor season, Dominik Kubalik did set his career high in points as he scored 27 goals and 36 assists for 63 points in 79 games. Hopefully we see this number increase in the future, and with all this he does once again stay put at 85 overall. The San Jose Sharks finished 20th in the league and for the second straight year missed out on the Stanley Cup playoffs by just 2 points. Dominik Kubalik's numbers dropped back to what we are used to seeing, and this season he put up just 27 goals and 28 assists for 55 regular season points. Once again, we see Kubalik stay put at 85 overall. The playoff drought continues for the San Jose Sharks as they finish 22nd in the NHL in year number 8. I really hope Kubalik gets traded to a decent team because literally nothing interesting has happened in this video whatsoever so far. As for Dominik Kubalik, his season was worse than usual, and in 79 games he scored 20 goals and 26 assists for 46 points. Obviously with a worse season than usual, and with him starting to get up there in age, we do see Kubalik drop off down to an 84 overall. In year number 9, we see the San Jose Sharks finish 14th in the NHL and finally make their way back to the postseason. In the playoffs, they matched up with the Colorado Avalanche, and in the first round were taken out by them in 6 games. Dominik Kubalik's regular season was a struggle as he was injured for part of it and only suited up for 66 games. In those 66 games, he scored just 15 goals and 15 assists for 30 regular season points, and in the playoffs scored a goal and an assist for 2 points. Once again, we do see Dominik Kubalik falling overall, and he's now down to an 83 heading into the last year of his current deal. Just like that, the San Jose Sharks are back on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs as they finished 20th in the league. Aside from that, they missed out by just 1 point, and honestly, I don't really care because hopefully this means Kubalik will not re-sign with them in the offseason and sign with a better team. Anyway, this season saw Dominik Kubalik stay healthy for the most part, and in 80 games he scored 16 goals and 26 assists for 42 points. With this, Kubalik decreases in overall to an 82, and with this being the last year of his current deal, like I said, he does decide to hit free agency in the offseason and signs with the Nashville Predators on a 2-year, $3 million per year deal. So 10 years into his NHL career now, Dominik Kubalik's career has been nothing special at all. He hasn't put up any really great seasons or gone on a deep playoff run. So far in 786 NHL games, he has scored 215 goals and 270 assists for 485 career points. He's already 34 years old, so there is a good chance this may be the last 2 years he's in the NHL, and hopefully Nashville can get him a Stanley Cup, because once again, like I said, this sim has absolutely sucked so far. The decision to sign in Nashville with the Predators proved to be another poor decision in Dominik Kubalik's career, as the Predators finished 23rd in the NHL. To no one's surprise, Kubalik had another poor season, which saw him score 13 goals and 23 assists for 36 points, and with this he falls to a 79 overall. In the last year of his current deal, Dominik Kubalik doesn't touch NHL ice even once as he spends the year in the AHL with the Milwaukee Admirals. Kubalik helped Milwaukee finish 6th in the AHL and make the playoffs where they fell to the eventual champions, the Grand Rapids Griffins, in the second round. Kubalik's regular season saw him score 14 goals and 32 assists for 46 points, and in the playoffs added 8 assists. Kubalik drops in overall once again and is now down to a 78 and signs a 1-year deal worth $1.8 million with the New York Islanders. Once again, Kubalik spends the year in the minors and helps the Bridgeport Sound Tigers finish 12th in the AHL, but sadly it still wasn't enough to get in the playoffs. To make matters worse, the Nashville Predators and their minor league affiliate that Kubalik played for just last season both won the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup. Anyway, Dominik Kubalik did have a decent year in the AHL, and in 74 games he scored 21 goals and 29 assists for 50 points on the year. With all this, he drops in overall again to a 76, and Kubalik decides he would still like to torture us, so instead of just retiring, he decides to hit free agency, but receives no offers. So after that offseason, Dominik Kubalik ends up not getting a contract all year, rightfully so, and finally decided to retire and call it a career. So after 14 seasons in the NHL, Dominik Kubalik played in 868 NHL games, scored 228 goals and 293 assists for 521 career points. Kubalik won nothing and easily has been the most disappointing player I've done so far. Sorry for the poor outcome, that's just how the game had it go. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know who you guys would like to see next. Also, I was just wondering if you guys would be interested in any other type of videos. I've been doing these all year and I enjoy making them. I'm not going to stop making them, but if you guys want to see something a little different here and there, just let me know. Give me some ideas in the comments below. Also, I have been considering streaming lately. I've had my Twitch channel set up for quite some time now, but honestly, I just don't know what to stream. Obviously, it's going to be NHL 20 based, but I want to do something different rather than just HUT. One thing for sure I'm definitely not going to be doing is these career simulations live, because I really doubt anyone would like to watch the calendar screen for hours on end. I was thinking maybe EASHL with viewers, or maybe even a GM mode where you guys help me make the decisions on who to sign, trade, and all that stuff. We could even do a vote on what team to use. So let me know what you guys think of that. Whatever, we'll figure something out. And yeah, so if you haven't followed me on Twitch, it is at enemy3_live. I'll put it in the description as well. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know who you guys would like to see next. From here on out, I'm going to try and do younger guys because Kubalik's career was pretty short. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace.